Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to World of Warships. So we are in a ranked match today, and for those of you who pay attention to my community tab, know that you are in for a treat upon the YouTube channel. So, originally I wanted to feature Brindisi today, Friday, and then do an upgraded commander build on her tomorrow on Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm traveling for work. I'm in Oslo as this video goes up, as I'm recording this video on Wednesday. And I just knew I wouldn't have enough time to make a follow-up video to it on Saturday. So hopefully normal video schedule will resume either Monday or more likely Tuesday. And then I'll revisit Brindisi at that point when I'm back at home and in the flow of things. So, USS Kid. I am in, this was a battle that occurred Tuesday night, Norwegian time, and I was grinding through bronze, and now I'm in the qualification rounds in this battle. I was taking Colstick out and was having some really good games. I got some Super Unicum clan members that kept being on the enemy team, so I kept getting the 1 star, but my team kept dying. So before that match ended, to not get those Super Unicum clan members, after I died, I'd exited out promptly, and I hopped in USS Kid, my favorite destroyer in the game, and Colstick is my second favorite destroyer in the game, and I have videos on both of those ships. So this battle is going to be a hardcore uphill climb, and as you saw from the title of the video, I will be getting a solo warrior in this battle, so no surprises there. If you do pay attention to the title of the videos that I post. If not, that's totally fine and cool. And I've talked extensively kind of about why the USS Kid is my favorite destroyer, and so I'll link that video at the end of this one so you can watch it. So I'm not really going to talk much about the ship today. There might be some different points that I reference a characteristic or strength or weakness of the ship. But in terms of just, flat out going over the ship, I'm not going to do that in this video. What I am going to do is, I really want to break the gameplay down to you in this battle, okay? So I'm just going to promptly hop into it before I get behind. So both the Kagero and Lightning have been spotted in the middle, the 5 line, as our Lightnings detected them. His is hydroacoustic search up. It's a short-range hydroacoustic search, so it's great. He's detecting all these torpedoes. Helps me know where to go when I pull out here. And then you see the third enemy destroyer is the Akazuki. He is in alpha. So no worries there in terms of a destroyer coming down the 6-7 line on us. But that does mean that there's either 1 or 2 cruisers over here at Bravo. And so we pick up, it is the mains. And we're wondering, where is Cleveland at? Cleveland has a 9-kilometer radar, and it's a light cruiser, so we need to be mindful of the Cleveland, but you're going to see me kind of be a little bit gutsy with that here in a moment. So I've moved over here to assist our Lightning player. I'm wanting to stick close to his hydro. As you can kind of see, the pulse is going out in the water. I believe that it's activated. So I want to sit here and try to help him. But also communicating in chat that the Cleveland has 9-kilometer radar, so that our Lightning won't just simply get caught out in the open, as I don't want that to happen to him. And that is when the enemy Lightning appears, and as I decide, I'm going to go ahead and take some shots. I would like to go ahead and get his health down. Now, if I remember correctly, Lightning actually doesn't get a heal. It's not until you get to the Jutland at tier 9. So our Lennon takes out the Akazuki with the secondaries, so that's great. And you see the Cleveland now is in the background, so we're moving a little bit more away from him. I'm padding away, and I'm revealing myself. 1, I saw the Lightning. 2, is I'm trying to take pressure off of our friendly Lightning. If I can get the Cleveland to focus on me instead, or maybe the mains to take a shot or 2 at me, that would be great. However, the Lightning made a mistake in the direction he went. If he actually would have gone around behind the island where our Atago B is sitting, that would have been so much better for him. Instead, he went a very improper direction, as we lose the Lightning and the Lennon as well. So now we're down 2 ships, and you can see our Akazuki is extremely low, so things are not looking good for us. And with the destroyers, I moved more over here because Kid is a knife-fighting destroyer. She likes brawling with enemy destroyers. You have a lot of capacity on taking on these gunfights with enemy destroyers, because she is a Fletcher class destroyer, but she has a 2-minute reload time on these 55 knot 9.2 kilometer torpedoes. So you don't play the ship for torpedoes, you play it for her guns, her heals, and her amazing AA suite, which you can swap out the defensive AA for the engine boost. And I wish I would have, after the battle had started. I was like, dang, I should have taken the engine boost, because I wasn't seeing any carriers in ranked for the silver league. There were definitely a lot in the tier 6, but not so much here at the tier 8. So engine boost would have been really nice to have. Now, I'm not privy to just run up into Bravo cap, or sorry, Alpha cap, as I feel it's not safe to do so. There's 2 destroyers around. Not to mention there's the Cleveland, there's the Key, and I don't want to do what the Lightning did and put an island between myself and the enemy ships. I was hoping our Atago, he should be kiting away from the mains, out from sea. Atago does a better job kiting rather than pushing in the brawl. So we'll see how this pays out for the Atago here shortly, as our Hippo goes down to the Key. The Key also has torpedoes, so we have to be mindful of that. Actually, not too bad on the secondary. So there's some shots right there from enemy destroyer, so I know that Lightning, I think it's the Lightning, is right over here by me. And I need to back off. I need to move more towards between B and C. And I'm using free look. I'm watching. Nope, main's got his torpedoes away. Atago kills him with his torpedoes, but he's dead. So now it's a 1 versus 4. So things have gone down very quickly in this ranked match. And now we get to see the Lightning appear. And this is a fight I want to take. You can see we haven't lost any health till just now, and I really want to brawl with the Lightning. So I'm going to put this island between myself and the Key, and where I think the Cleveland may be. So I'm going to actually kill my throttle here. We've already popped the heal, so we're going to be able to heal back the damage we've been taking here. And that's when you have one of the enemy clanmate or enemy teammates say, "Get him, boys." Well, should have said "Get him, boy," because this is, I'm going to do it, not them. So we get to take out the Lightning here. Our engine's broken, we're on fire, our DCP is on cooldown. So I want to go ahead and turn out and start moving away. We have the last stand, and the last stand is incredibly important to have on a destroyer. But because we're on fire, we get spotted. And I kind of spaced that in that moment, because when you're on fire, your detectability range on your ship blooms. So immediately I pop the smoke. And then I want to keep moving away here. And so Cleveland's taking some pot shots at us. I'm hoping maybe I can get turned enough where I can get some torpedoes off here. And really, what I critique myself here is I need to keep running. I really shouldn't have slowed down here, because now we get caught by the Cleveland radar. And we're out of it. So I think the Cleveland radar had just gone down. I might have just left the range of it. Yeah, it might have been that. But our engine goes down yet again. So, yeah, so we definitely took some damage there, but it was really important that we took the Lightning then and there. Otherwise, things might have not turned out so well. Here, I'm going to decide, okay, Q is moving to the left. If I can get some torpedoes into him and make it harder for him to heal back some health, that would be great. You can see we get our next repair party off, so we're going to be able to heal back a lot of this damage that we've taken. And going up here, I want to go ahead and flip Bravo. So when our ships, when the Atago died in C, I'd already made the mental note, okay, we saw Lightning, let's take out Lightning now. Next step is I'm going to need to sail over to the 6-7 line, utilize the islands, and then if I need to disengage, and take Bravo. That was the game plan. So for a higher skilled player level, usually you kind of have several next steps in mind of what you're doing, and you're trying to like process multiple things at the same time. Because if you don't know what your goal is, if you don't know what the next step is when you're playing, if you're just flying by the seat of your pants, it's harder to make these type of plays like I'm going to make in this game. And because I have to think through processing things as the game and the battle occurs. So I'm going to be moving to Bravo. Since we take out Lightning, I need to slow down the points gained. I'm expecting them to probably move down to C. I'm wondering if the enemy Kagero, which we haven't seen for a while, if he's going to be moving towards C, or where might he be? I'm not entirely sure. Everything's on cooldown. Of course, except our Divisive AA, which we don't need to use. So just we have our AA off. And this is when we get detected. So we know that the Kagero is here. And this is important. I kill my throttle here because I want to have the Kagero run into me. Because Kagero has a slightly better concealment than I do. I think it's 5... I don't know. It's 5.6, 5.5, 5.4. I don't remember which of the 3 it is off the top of my head. But we have 5.8 in the kit. So we're going to go ahead and instantly move over. Now that the Kagero coming to us is amazing. Like, this is great. I didn't necessarily expect him to. He probably thought I was much lower in terms of my health, but I have a repair party, so I'm not going to be very easy to kill, as much to his dismay. But he's a torpedo destroyer, and I'm a hybrid gun destroyer. I'm a hybrid destroyer that leans towards guns. So we catch him out here. I make sure that I'm staying in the cap. We flip the cap. I turn to get my guns off here because I really want to be able to get him down. And I've already made the pre-decision. If he goes dark, we keep firing. We're just going to try to keep landing these shells and shots. And we're moving a little bit at an angle with him. And he goes down. So now I decide, okay, I need to go ahead and instantly go dark here. Cleveland is shooting at us again. And let's go ahead and get the torpedoes off. So now it's a 1 versus 2, which is great. And then I'm like, wait, let's not fire the torpedoes. Because in this situation with the points gain how they are, I decided I'm going to hold on to the torpedoes. They take way so long to reload, that 122 seconds, and they only go 55 knots. And I decide we're going to rush the Cleveland. Might as well. We have nothing better to we have nothing to lose here. And the key's on C, so that's really great intelligence for me to know. The two concerns I have is Cleveland going to pop his radar at any moment, or does he have Hydro up, knowing that I've made this move? If he paid attention to my smoke screen trail, he could see it was coming back in. But I'm just going off of by chance here. Hopefully he's not going to be aware of it. And that's when he spots me. And then he pops the radar. So in a situation like this for the Cleveland, I would say he should have popped his radar much sooner. But he didn't. I'm guessing he most likely didn't expect me to do this. So I'm trying to go for his guns here, see if maybe I can get him knocked out. And then he's going to go bow in towards me, and we're going to fire the torps, which means he's actually going to take these all on the side. And we get a devastating strike. So now it's a 1 versus 1. And now I'm like, okay, we have to go for A. That's what makes sense here. And you can see I have a teammate that says the same, cap A and we win. And then I get to thinking here. And as he says, no, never mind, we need to kill. And the key is moving up towards Bravo. And I'm like, wait, can I do this? Can we get there? So I question mark to say, oh, do you have like score timer or something like that as we get our next repair party off? So I'm trying to get some feedback from him if he knows something I don't know, perhaps. And so it's like, you know, if Key's going to go up to Bravo, he'll step on it in time that, you know, even though I have over 6 minutes left, it won't matter. It won't make a difference. So then we had to gamble and make the decision here that, no, they're still ticking up the points. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see if we can't go kill the Key. It's not impossible for us to kill the Key. It's just things are going to have to work out well for us to do so. So I turned back in, and I've decided, okay, we're going to take on the Key. Let's utilize the center island here to draw on the distance here. If he's booking it up towards the north, which you can see his depth charge, he keeps propping them. And I have my AA off, so he's been doing that the whole game, and I'm not giving away my location. So that tells me he's going up that 6-7 line. So I'm like, okay, let's adjust more. Let's more go to the left here. Because I want to detect him as soon as possible so I get my torpedoes off, which have just come off cooldown now. And so I'm like, oh shoot, if he keeps sailing full speed up, you can see now it's going behind the island. I'm not going to be able to kill him. Like, it's the torpedo trajectory is that he goes back behind the island. So I decided, okay, if that's the case, let me shoot here. I'm going to spaz him out here, and maybe we'll cause him to turn in where he'll lose ship speed. He's turning in now. He's probably thinking torpedoes are already on the way for him, and that maybe they're already ahead of him. And he does this. So I got the action that reaction I wanted him to do here, because our torpedoes are lining up super nicely at the moment. And I only need, probably with the key, I think it's the 3 I'm going to need at least hits here. As it's 80 points on the clock as we get the kill. Super close game, and fighting for that 3rd qualification star here in Silver League. So when we go to the post-battle results here, I thought I should have gotten a Dreadnought, but I didn't. So Solo Warrior, Devastating Strike, High Caliber, and only 88,000 damage, but we got the 4 kills, we got Solo Cap, Assisted Cap, 1.4 million credits as running the blue credit signal and the blue free XP signal. So very good here. So I was laughing after this game. It was really enjoyable despite the circumstance. So 2,287 base XP. So at least our Atago and Lenin got a kill. Otherwise, that I think that'd been a much harder situation. I mean, I've had a ranked match where I've had a solo warrior before, and having to kill all the ships on an enemy team. Damage received 26,000. So yeah, I think we should have gotten the Dreadnought, or we were very close to being able to get it. Potential damage almost 1 million. And here with the premium account, the blue economic signal for credits and free XP, you get to see that we still landed above 1.4 million credits. So Kid, favorite destroyer in the game, and this just highlights one of the reasons why I really love playing the Kid so much. Probably the Kid has the most videos I've covered on in this channel that I have, just because I enjoy this ship so much. Just because her repair party is OP. If I didn't have the repair party, this match wouldn't have happened. I would have died because it wouldn't be able to take so much damage and to heal it back. And I run the India Delta combat signal on the Kid just to have greater heal capacity. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you're subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And we will catch you next time. Take care.